Are getting into position. We're about to get started here, and the game is on. Straight away into the action is Sean Brosnan for St. Brendan's. Brosnan's player, as we know, Aidan, and it was great to see him. It didn't turn out to be a great season for Kerry in the Joe McDonagh Cup, but it was great to see Shane come back and have one last campaign in the green and gold jersey.
Yeah, because it didn't really end the way that anyone would have wanted it to end, so it was nice that he got the game here in Tralee, and there's a nice picture with his family and stuff after the game. When
puts that one over the bar to open the scoring for Crotta O'Neills. First score of them all, puck out down on top of Seamus O'Halloran. O'Halloran will go for the immediate score. Excellent work by Seamus O'Halloran. Route 1 from St. Brendan's, long puck out. O'Halloran took it over the bar.
He's a real enigma, Seamus. Like he kind of went missing off the scene as well, but like actually for it anyway. But it's tough when you're a young fella taking the frees. You miss a couple there, and everyone's out to get you. But he can deputise to Lee Moog as well inside if he needs to. That's a great
look at that straight away from 70 metres, feeling no pressure, no tension in the shoulders there from Finan Egan. Has a little wrap off Darrow Donoghue as he's making it into this game in the early stages. Brosnan comes from nowhere here though for St. Brendan's. That's excellent anticipation from Shawnee Brosnan. That's the pace, that's the score. John Egan and Finan Egan both raised their fists. Brilliant score by Shawnee Brosnan.
They love that in the sideline, you can't beat it. They always say it's the easiest way to get a score is to turn the backs over and put the ball over the bar. Great touch.
Nolan direct now inside towards Jordan Conway. They need to get Conway into the game. Oh, what a take by Conway. He's going to go for goal. He has to bury it. Jordan Conway, magnificent. His first touch of the slitter, he went up in the air, took it down away from Michael Davis, and he'd only one thing in his mind. What a goal.
You can't let Jordan Conway 1-on-1 inside, that's the ability. Donegal Sayers and goals so far are for making things difficult.
Now, here's Finan Egan. He's about 55-60 metres out on the right hand stand side of the field. Finan Egan goes straight and true and over the bar. Another fine score by Egan, puts St. Brendan's 3 to the good after 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's a massive asset
this occasion. And good work by Liam O'Connor's really back in a deep role. O'Connor's on a run. O'Connor will go for the score from long range. Liam O'Connor, that would be beautiful.
Great score.
That's an excellent score by Liam O'Connor, his first of the day. Superb score.
Yeah, our front need to get him into the game as well. Need to get the ball through him as much as possible. Surprising with the breeze that he's not maybe inside full forward.
Dahi Griffin popped off from John Egan to young Owen O'Flaherty. Chance for young O'Flaherty to get his first score direct in front of the post. Owen O'Flaherty, he's not going to miss either. As you said, St. Brendan's really accurate.
Unbelievable, did really well, drops the ball, recovers, gets it back into his hand. Crotta a bit loose. Brendan O'Mahony not happy, shall we say, down on the sideline. Say my microphone nearly picked that up.
Having a lot of advantage in this game, which is adding to the excitement. O'Driscoll goes inside 1-on-1. Sean Egan this time. John Egan's going to try and get away from Dennis Nolan, and John Egan with his first score of the game. That's excellent work by John Egan.
A few belts as well there. He was getting that one. He's well used to that. Great to see Sean Egan getting on the score sheet out in front of his man. Turns him, pops it over the bar. Our fourth.
Good call, you'd have to say probably now by the St. Brendan's mentors to change that because Conway is so dangerous.
Might be too late is the only worry.
Here's Shane Nolan. That's going to tap that one over the bar. Good score by Nolan from about 30 metres out. He was never going to miss that one directly in front of the post. Narrows the gap. Just 1 minute of injury time. Yes, 31 minutes on the clock when there was meant to be 2 minutes signalled. But anyway, lovely score in any case there by Shane Nolan. And John O'Halloran gets the second half underway. Straight away into the thick of the action is Tyg McKenna. Tyg McKenna and Barry Mahoney in the middle of the field for Crotta O'Neills, the 2023 county champions. Here's McKenna again. McKenna pops it off. O'Driscoll try and get it on his left side. O'Driscoll go for the score here. O'Driscoll should get the score. O'Driscoll does get the score, but a lot of the credit for that has to go to John Egan.
Yeah, he was ploughing a lone furrow there, managed to keep the ball alive, just nice and clever, using his experience, dropping the ball on the ground to get his to get his 2 catches back.
Again, sloppy in possession for the second time in the space of a minute. Here goes Gary O'Riordan looking for the score from attack, and I think he's got it. I think Gary O'Riordan's got it.
Yeah.
Indeed he has. That's a super score from Gary O'Riordan. The ref wants to have a word with one of the St. Brendan's players. I think it's Nathan O'Driscoll, but Dennis Nolan twice there had the chance to clear his lines.
Yeah, look, and Dennis, like, not naturally a defender, would have always been a corner forward when he was growing up, and even for the first couple of years of his...
Score by Shane Nolan. St. Brendan's 117, Crotta 310. Here goes O'Riordan again, beating Tyke McKenna. O'Riordan, can he get a second score? Brilliant from Gary O'Riordan. Lovely play from the St. Brendan's Ardfert midfielder. Gets away from Tyke McKenna.
1-4 now from the two midfielders as well. Gary will be delighted because he's always kind of been in the backs. He's always been a defender. He's getting his chance now midfield, getting to go up the field.
Stylish free taker to miss this one, would you, Aidan?
I'm saying that anyway. He's got it, yeah.
Here goes Fanon, puts it over the bar. No mistake. Good point for the corner forward. Takes St. Brendan's tally up to 120. Crotta are on Keane. Is it going to break? To John Egan. Back to Lee Moog. Insurance point coming up, Lee Moog. He's got it. Mistake at the back by Crotta O'Neills. The wily old head of John Egan. Back to Lee Moog over the bar. What a score.
Great play, hurling. I know, look, maybe.
Final whistle. It's victory for St. Brendan's. And I suppose at the end of a pulsating 64, 65, 66 minutes, they do deserve it.
It was such a great play. Like, we